Good morning, Supernovas. Just to let you know, we've now moved to in-person meetings in our site, so come along to those. We thought we would keep a few things still online, so this video will contain a talk, a little bit of worship, and a time for you to pray with your parents or adults if you wanted to. Have a great time this morning on Supernovas Online, and we hope to see you in our sites again soon.
This is the day of favor. Good news is in the air. Hope has arrived in Jesus. Our rescue starts right here. Oh, what kind of love searches the dark, trades all he's got to bring us home? What kind of grace runs to our aid, lays down his life when we're sinking? Your love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground. Your faithful love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground. Beauty instead of ashes, mourning replaced with joy, praises instead of sorrow, victory is our cry. Oh, what kind of love searches the dark, trades all he's got to bring us home? What kind of grace runs to our aid, lays down his life when we're sinking? Your love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground. Your faithful love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground. We hear the sound of your miracles, bringing hearts to life, bringing strongholds down. We're running out of the prison doors, running into life with our chains undone. We hear the sound of your miracles, bringing hearts to life, bringing strongholds down. We're running out of the prison doors, running into life with our chains undone, with our chains undone. Your love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground. Your faithful love has turned us around, set our feet on solid ground, set our feet on solid ground.
He's coming on the clouds, kings and kingdoms will bow down, and every chain will break as broken hearts declare his praise. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is the Lion of Judah. He's roaring in power and fighting our battles, and every knee will bow bow before him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains, and every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before him. So open up the gates, make way before the King of Kings. The God who comes to save is here to set the captives free. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is the Lion of Judah. He's roaring in power and fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains, and every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before him. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? 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 Who can stop the Lord? Our God is the Lion of Judah. He's roaring in power and fighting our battles, and every knee will bow before him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains, and every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before him.
Of the Bible, the parable of the wealthy man. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love. He healed many people from their sickness, performed many miracles like calming storms, and even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
One day, a crowd gathered around Jesus to hear him talk. The crowd was so big that people were stepping on each other.
Hey, watch it!
Jesus was talking to his disciples when someone called out from the crowd,
Hey, Jesus!
"Teacher, tell my brother to divide with me the property our father left us."
Hold on there.
Jesus said, "Friend, who made me a judge over you to decide such things as that? Be careful and guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life is not measured by the many things he owns."
Huh?
Then he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. He said to himself, "What should I do? I don't have room for all my crops.
I got it.
Then he said, I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I'll have room enough to store all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and say to myself, my friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now take it easy. Eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, you fool, you will die this very night.
Wait, what?
Then who will get everything you worked for? Yes, a person is a fool to store up earthly wealth, but not have a rich relationship with God.
Hello, Supernovas. My name's Jamie, and today I'm going to share with you one of the important lessons that Jesus taught us while he was here on earth before he died and went back to heaven. Jesus taught a lot of lessons to his followers, and he often did this using parables, which are a special kind of story that have a message in them to kind of help people to understand something a bit better. So I'm going to read you one of the stories. This is from the Bible, a passage from Luke chapter 12, and it's from the Good News translation, and it goes like this. Where are we? A man in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide with me the property our father left us." Jesus answered him, "Friend, who gave me the right to judge or to divide the property between you two?" And he went on to say to them all the people in the crowd, "Watch out and guard yourselves from every kind of greed, because your true life is not made up of the things you own, no matter how rich you may be." Then Jesus told them this parable. There was once a rich man who had land which bore good crops. He began to think to himself, "I don't have a place to keep all my crops. What can I do?" "This is what I will do," he told himself. "I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, where I can store the grain and all my other goods. Then I will say to myself, 'Lucky man, you have all the good things you need for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself.' But God said to him, 'You fool! This very night you will have to give up your life. Then who will get all these things you have kept for yourself?' And Jesus concluded, 'This is how it is with those who pile up riches for themselves, but are not rich in God's sight.'" Whew. Jesus went on to reassure us that we don't need to worry too much about storing up things for ourselves, like food and clothes, because God knows that we need these things, and he will give us everything that we need if we focus on building God's kingdom instead. So, what should we do if we have more belongings than we need? Jesus says that we should sell them and give the money to the poor. And that actually sounds good, doesn't it? If everyone who has more things than they need shares them with people who don't have enough, or sells them and gives the money to people who don't have enough, people who are poor, then that would make the world a lovely place, wouldn't it? Where there aren't people who have more than they need, and there aren't people who have not enough either. Everyone would have just enough. And actually, that is what God's kingdom will look like. That is what God would love as well. It's a great idea. So what's the problem? If it's such a good idea, then why aren't we all doing this? Why are there people who have more than they need? And why are there also people who don't have enough? So I think that would be a really excellent thing for you to discuss in Supernovas this week.
You are the artist, you hold all the pieces. You're not afraid of whatever it takes to put me together. So why should I panic when I feel broken? There's never a day